All right, so now we're gonna move into our cheers to the ladies who, where we shout out people doing dope shit. Shout out to Skittles and I. This is the first day of our Health Hunt Challenge.
Yes.
Nice.
So what this challenge is going to be about basically is Skittles and I have sort of recognized that we could be doing a little bit more for our health. But we also recognize that that doesn't have to look the same as everybody's process. And as you can see, we have donuts. Right? So we realize that there's a lot of different options that we can explore and really hunt around to see what is something that can stick. Like, what is something that we can say, you know what, this isn't so bad, I wouldn't mind making this lifestyle change, right? Because the problem with diets is that you want a diet and then you have this really high pressure situation for a certain amount of time, and then once the diet is done, like, you feel relief, and your relief is to go back to the bad habit that you tried to stop in the first place. And so, like, I've always struggled with my weight growing up, and it's something that, like, I'm a diabetic, I have terrible asthma, and so I'm only 28, and I'm like, this can't be, like, I can't quite, like, maintain that, and so I have to make an effort. But in accountability, in the spirit of accountability, one thing Skittles and I do commit to is are in the things that we have to do. Right. So rather than privately sort of, like, do a health challenge, we're going to be Instagramming. We're going to show the world our process. But one of the key things to it is that we are looking to be mostly vegan. Now, I say mostly because there may be moments where we're going to, like, try a keto meal or something like that, so we may break a little bit, but the idea is to really explore what veganism is, because not only is it good for us, but it's good for the planet. Right, so the idea that we can be helping ourselves, we can be helping our planet, and working with people who are Black, Latinx, just people of color in general, who are exploring these things rather than doing the mainstream fads that oftentimes cater to white people. Because as that chopped cheese we just ate taught us, healthy does not need to be bland and boring and difficult to enjoy. Skittles, how are you feeling about this challenge?
I am terrified because, like you, my weight has been the thing that I have struggled with the most throughout my life, and I've done everything from being the fifth grader bringing Slim Fast, to school to, like, and I was more active when I was a kid, so, like, I was big, but I wasn't, like, as big as I did. I used to dance and I used to do gymnastics, but I was always the big dancer. I was always the big gymnast and stuff like that. So then once that kind of went away, I expanded. And then it's always been, like, a constant struggle. I've gone from, diet to diet. There was one point in college where I was working out, like, 3 days a week. There was a point after college where I had lost a ton of weight in a short amount of time, and, like, thought that I had made the change, and then, life happens and things don't last or whatever. So it's something that I know that I'm capable of doing because I've seen myself do it before. But it's also something that I'm just nervous because I don't want to fail again. You know what I mean? Like, I like the idea of the pressure of doing it for social media because it has become such a large part of what we do and creating. And I'm hoping that the support / pressure from posting it will motivate me more.
Make you more accountable.
Make me more accountable, yeah. But yeah, it's always that fear of failure because nobody likes to fail. And fear is
Vita's about to give you a little message of the day.
Isn't you say fear is not real?
Right, it's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Yeah,
and it paralyzes you from your truth. Now, fun fact, I used to be morbidly obese and I used to weigh 260 pounds. He married me big.
You gotta get him when, If you don't like me at this, you can't have me at my,
But I was trying to lose weight to fit into my wedding dress. And I was working out 5 months before, 6 days a week. And I only lost 10 pounds. I knew something was wrong. I went to the doctor. Like, no, everything's fine. No, it isn't. Keep searching. Do another blood test. No, something is wrong. Come to find out, I was diabetic. diabetic. And it freaked me out because my father died from diabetic complications. My father is Cuban. He did what he wanted, said what he wanted, ate what the fuck he wanted, and he was supposed to be on insulin. He took his insulin when he wanted to. He ate whatever he wanted to. But believe it or not, the diabetes stemmed more from the meat eating than sugar, because that's a myth. They say that diabetes comes from sugar. It's a blood sugar issue. It doesn't mean just because you eat sugar, you're going to get more blood sugar.
Right.
It's the meat that causes diabetes. And that freaked me out. I'm like, I'm not going to be like my dad. I'm not going to be like my dad. So we went, got married, had the honeymoon. It was big as hell. I posted my throwback Thursday pictures. People were like, how did you do it? I like, first of all, I had no choice, but I went to the doctor and I'm like, something is wrong with me. And they said, yeah, you have diabetes, you need to be on insulin. I told them, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna be on no damn. I told them I was not injecting myself. They're like, well, you're gonna die. No, there's other ways. I said, but I'm not gonna be on insulin.
Right.
It's not happening. And I started looking for endocrinologists and also surgeons. I'm like, what can we do? He's like, well, we can have you perform surgery. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we need to take your liver panels, we need to check your heart, we have to do a stress test, do everything. So long story short, I ended up going to a surgeon. He's like, yeah, we can have surgery, we can help you, we can put a band on your stomach to help you, like a lap band.
Yeah.
You can do that. I'm like, no. I said, I need to know something that I can't go back on. I said, because you can adjust that band. If I get pissed off on them, take the shit off me.
Right.
Because I want to eat that pound of ice cream.
Right.
And so just because what ended up happening with me is that I was taught in my household, no se hable de lo malo. So every time someone broke my heart, or somebody that I loved died, my family gave me food to cook. So I became an emotional eater.
Yeah.
I ate when I was happy, I ate when I was sad, I ate when I was bored, I ate when I was mad. And then what happened was they told me that my liver enzymes were high. And they diagnosed me with a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
Wow.
Don't drink, but it's literally that's what the name of the disease is.
Right.
It was a layer of fat surrounding my liver based on all the emotional eating I've done throughout the years, suffocating the shit out of my liver. And I can't get no liver transplant, okay? What the fuck you can do? Yeah, I can find a liver on the corner. No.
Right.
So the doctor said, well, we can cut a portion of your stomach. How much? We'll find out when we get in there, but we'll see. I'm like, fuck it. At this point, I don't want insulin.
Right.
I don't want to end up. My father died with congestive heart failure, shortness of breath, COPD, all that shit because he refused to listen. So again, I'm in panic mode. We planned it all out. My mother came. She stayed with us for the week, had the surgery, and when I woke up the next morning, like, okay, so we got some good news, we got some bad news. I'm like, oh shit, what's the bad news? The good news is the operation was a success. I have little holes in my stomach. It was laparoscopic, so they didn't have to cut me open.
Nice.
But the bad news, we had to remove a lot more than we expected. I'm like, why? Because your stomach was riddled with ulcers. You probably, because again, that was because I internalized it. Again, I never spoke because again, we were not allowed to speak de lo malo. Do you see what I'm saying? Like we were taught, like you don't talk about the bad. Like literally, someone got abused in the family. You don't talk about it. Your cousin got a drug problem. You don't talk about it.
Right.
Mind you, the whole neighborhood saw him get locked up, but we still don't talk about it. Like that was the thing especially I know in my family, we don't talk about the bad. So when someone died, here's some food. Someone got married, here's some food. We got someone's birthday, it's always fucking food. No one wanted to talk because everyone was so afraid what was going to come up. But when we give them alcohol or we give them drugs, everything comes out anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my vice, mi vicio era comida.
Yeah.
So they ended up removing 80% of my stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, and then 3 weeks later, I had to be rushed back. I collapsed in the house. I got rushed back to the ER. Couldn't find out, I literally got rushed back on April 1st. So I thought this was a joke, and the doctor said, guess what? April Fools. You're having surgery. What? You're joking, right? He's like, no, your gallbladder has to come out. So I had 2 abdominal surgeries in 3 weeks. So I had to learn how to eat all over again. And that forced me and made me dig and deal with the emotions that caused me to get to that weight in the first place.
Wow.
The relationship with us and food is very dangerous and very real, especially in the Black and brown community. Because we've never had voices. So, and then our families don't want to ruffle feathers.
Right.
No se hable de lo malo. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what ended up in that cycle. So I ended up losing 140 pounds, but now I'm 130 pounds because I was too skinny. I looked like, I looked bad. And there was one point I regretted going through the surgery. I'm like, he's not gonna love me anymore because he married me big.
The transition, it was
so fast.
It was fast.
It was fast. It was in 9 months I lost the weight. 9 fucking months, like a baby. Yo, it was insane.
That is true. It was insane. Not only for us, but for me also, because you see the changes that happen so fast.
Right.
And you were like, wow, it was like, the transition was pretty crazy. Like I was saying before, the doctor came and they tell her, listen.
They warned me.
And they gave me the heads up, like, listen, you're gonna change drastically. So is your clothes. So get rid of whatever you have now.
And I didn't know.
No.
I thought he's exaggerating.
Right, like.
Yo, my whole wardrobe was gone.
Wow.
Within 3 months.
Wow.
And she like, do you love me? And
Yeah,
do I look the same? And
That fucked me up.
psychological.
Yeah, that was like the worst.
She just saw her face and she was like, babe, I'm losing too much weight. I'm like, yes, that's what it's doing to you. You know, they told you, you're gonna lose the weight and you're gonna freak out. You know, and she's done it many times. She even cried in my arms. And like, do you love me still? You're gonna love me still.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It was scary because of all the weight that I was losing. I'm like, are you still with me? Because I don't look the same anymore.
Right.
I mean, I don't even feel the same anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, even when you hug me, like now, before he could barely pick me up. Now he throws me on his back.
Un momento. Poco cortito, pero.
Yeah, no.
I was 200 plus, you know, a big girl, you know, and I'm like, before he'd have to like, he would do this.
Yeah.
And now, no, because I was big. And now he just picks me and throws me. Like, listen, come on my back, and I just jump up. I'm like, I'm so scared.
And she's still scared, and I'm like, you're fine. No, I'm not gonna hold you up.
But that was like the hardest part. So I understand completely when it comes to weight, because I've done everything. I've done Jenny Craig, I've done Slim Fast, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done the Atkins diet, I've done everything.
I just like the seafood diet. That's just me.
So I mean, I get it, and I understand completely why you're doing this. I'm not saying you have to go vegan, but I'm saying don't knock it until you try it. And for example, I brought you guys those chopped cheeses to show you that you can still enjoy your food but not hurting your body because it's plant-based. Because if you think about it, if we go back years and years and years, the first thing that humans did eat was off the land. It was actual crops and vegetables and fruits.
Right.
And now we have more technology, we have more options. Look, I brought you guys donuts too.
Yeah.
Again. And they're like, oh, they're like winky donuts that they taste like crap. No, you have other options to sugar. You have other options for meat. You have other options for vegetables. You have other options, you know, for so many, for protein, example. Because people are like, oh yeah, I need my protein. That's the myth.
Right.
But don't you realize, but what do you think that, what do cows eat?
Right. Grass.
What do elephants eat?
También grass, right?
What do and hay. Now, what do gorillas eat? The strongest, most fiercest animals in this planet eat plants.
Yeah.
That's where they get their protein, and they're doing just fine.
Right.
We come in like, no, we just want to taste. I mean, yes, there's carnivores, and then there's omnivores, and then there's herbivores. The biggest animals, the elephant is the most smartest animal out there. It eats nothing but plants.
Yeah.
The gorilla, one of the most, especially the silverbacks.
Yeah.
Huge,
Yeah, those are
insane.
Scary as fuck.
Let me tell you, but they're so powerful off of the land. Not, you know, now I'm not saying that, you know, there's carnivores, we have the lions, we have all those kinds, but look at their teeth though.
Yeah.
You can tell by the teeth of what they're made to tear flesh. We don't have that kind. We don't have those teeth.
Right.
We've just accustomed to a society like, oh, we didn't have anything, so we use the animals. Fine, but now we've grown from that. You can use, like, he wasn't for it at first. Like when I started giving him the faux meat or the vegan meat, he's like, oh shit, that's not so bad. And
In the
then
beginning, it was like,
it was,
it was,
certain meat was weird for him, and to this day we still test things out. Like there's certain things we like and we don't like. Not everything's good, but that's even with regular schmegular food. There's just certain things like some people don't like seafood.
Right.
I know. Some people don't like pork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people don't like chicken. Some people don't like turkey. Some people don't like lamb.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So there's so many different. Same thing with just regular food. It's just if we stop to realize what it could do for your body and see the outcome, because eating more plant-based gives you more energy.
Yeah, it does.
Because it comes from the earth.
Yeah.
And that goes back to reverence, and that's how our ancestors lived that way.
Yeah.
You know, we had crops, we ate off the land. Like there was nothing else. And it's really good that you guys are actually doing this for yourselves, because it's giving us more energy. I know that.
Yeah.
He has so much more energy, like
Yeah.
non-stop energy.
Yeah.
I look 40 to drop.
Yeah.
And it should be good.
Yeah, and it's honestly, and I think one of the things that, like off the bat, I was telling Vaughn, I was like, we don't have like a target weight. I'm not saying that by the end of June we're gonna lose X amount of pounds, because then that
Don't
really
do that
does
to
take
yourself.
away from the experience of it.
No, guys, so
Yeah.
it's gonna distract you.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta focus. I gotta lose weight. That's when people get it wrong.
Did
Right.
that once?
Yeah, we all did it. We all did it. I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose weight. I'm like, yeah, but you're so focused on the number, you're not focused on what you're doing to your body.
Right. Right.
Why would you want to lose all that weight? So when, like you said, you get to the point, that winning point, and then you just let go, and then you get even bigger because you let yourself go, because now you can eat everything you want to eat.
Right.
I don't like these diets. I really don't.
Yeah.
I honestly think that has to be a lifestyle. You have to want to change, and that change has to come not because you're desperate or because you're uncomfortable with your skin,
Right.
but because your spirit, your emotional aspect plays a part in it.
Yeah.
People just think about the outside. No one really thinks about how. Let me tell you something. I had that surgery, and he told you I was so fucked up psychologically. Like, oh my god, no one, he's not gonna love me. He's gonna divorce me. This is not working. I lost too much weight. I lost 100. I lost a person in 9 months. Like I
Right.
lost a person.
Word.
Like,
Yeah.
like there's things hanging now off of gravity because of the weight loss. Extra skin. Like again, that's the next phase for me, is to get skin surgery. You know,
Yeah.
to tighten certain things
Yeah.
up. And again, I was like, yo, he's not gonna like me anymore. He's not gonna like me anymore. He's not gonna touch me anymore. What was I wrong? But I'm just saying. but in your mind, as a woman,
Yeah.
and even as a man who's been struggling with weight, when you struggle with weight, we're like, yo, they're not gonna want this anymore. It's
Yeah.
gonna change so drastically.
Yeah.
Like it was huge. Like there was a picture. I literally took out my whole. I tried everything on because I was like, no, this is gotta be something that still fits me in here. 3 months after the surgery, I had already lost about 70 pounds.
Losing 70 pounds in 2 months.
Yo, and people were like, oh, you know, that's bariatric surgery. I'm like, you can call it whatever you want, but it saved my fucking life.
Right.
And it's a tool, because I've seen people who've had the surgery and still gain weight because they've learned how to stretch their stomach, because you can still stretch your stomach. It's been how long now? 5 years now.
Wow.
5 years in March.
Wow.
And I've kept the weight off.
Wow. Well,
It's a tool.
Yeah.
It's like anything else to use. You can use all the candles, agua florida.
Right.
You can use all those tools.
Candles.
Weight loss candles.
Yeah.
Believe me, because
But
sometimes I
congrats,
struggle.
guys, you know?
Yeah.
Congrats on that, because again,
The
it's a
first step.
tool.
Yeah.
It's the first step of you guys actually putting yourselves out there and making yourself accountable. It's gonna benefit you. I'm not saying you have to go vegan, you don't, but
Yeah.
make better choices, because it's just going to. The only one you're hurting is yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna hurt the community, and I'm hurting the environment. Okay, you can't do nothing in it. You can't fight for the environment. You can't fight for the community if your body's out of whack.
Yeah.
You have to be able to take care of your body first, and then order to hit the streets and save the community, or save the animals, or save the
Right.
planet, whatever you were trying to do.
Right.
But it has to start from within you. You have to want it, and you also have to just feel and go with it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of that.
Mm-hmm.
But believe me, I feel your pain, because I was there. I was like, and now my best friend is transitioning. My best friend had the surgery because she had an issue. Again, in our Latino cultures, for some reason, we have this thing about,
Yeah.
I'm hungry, I'm sad,
Yeah.
I'm mad, I'm pissed off.
You
It
just
just,
be mad all over those.
yeah, you can be mad all over
mad all
yourself.
over these vegan
But
donuts.
overeating still is
A thing.
a food disorder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, it's just everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Just make better choices for yourself. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to taste like shit. Y'all kill those chopped cheese.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
horrible,
did.
right? It was horrible.
I
God,
loved it.
I don't know how I survived.
They killed the chopped cheeses, and then, you know, I even brought the donuts so you guys can see that just because you're eating a plant-based lifestyle doesn't mean you're stuck on just vegetables.
Right.
That's why when I be putting those pictures on Instagram, yes, and I say it sarcastically, yes, I only eat plants.
Yeah.
As a whole plate of rice and beans,
Yes.
some you know, faux short ribs with barbecue sauce on it, shit.
And the last episode with Curly, I was talking about how much I love rice and beans. So
Yeah.
keep my.
I grew up on that.
Listen,
Yeah.
me.
You know, we all did.
too.
Especially for the Cuban culture, it's black beans and white rice.
Yes,
I know you
my
guys.
favorite. No, I love black beans and white rice. With a nice little fried chicken cutlet, but I'm really like a whole chicken cutlet.
What was yours?
Um,
What was your favorite?
it was the eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Frito.
Huevo
Rice.
frito.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
my grandmother and my mother, right? They used to call that comida de puta. Because, seriously, because the women of the streets would come in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning hungry after a night out of work.
Right.
And the easiest thing to make was there was always rice because there's always, you know, Cuban women for some reason we make rice
Mad
in
rice
drones.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
We had rice like 3 days in advance. In the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then you had eggs, and eggs was 1, 2, 3. You cook it, so you just, you know, huevo frito on top of the white rice or the yellow rice, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that was comida de puta. So every time there's white, so there's.
I love that.
That's what my mother calls it, comida de puta. So huevo frito, comida de puta. Con arroz, comida de puta. I'm like, okay, and I was never understood until my mother explained to me how that came about in Cuba, because they would see the women coming in at 3 or 4 in the morning. All the lights would turn on and they just bust out reheating the rice and making the eggs. But yeah, that makes so much sense, because that's what we grew up to. And my grandma would say it to like, mira, te comiendo comida de puta. I'm like, what? And I'm like 6 years old. What the fuck? She's a whore? What is that? Why are we eating like whores? And then later on, I understood. I'm like, okay, now I get it. I'm like, well, yeah,
I love
the
the
rice.
comida de puta then.
Yes.